Hello and welcome to the Fraser Hatyai show, and this is part 2 of an interview with my friend Rati here. If you didn't watch the first video, Rati is a Thai teacher for foreigners and an English teacher for, well, anybody who wants to learn English here in Bangkok. And in the last video we talked about the difficulties for Thais when they're trying to learn English. And today we're going to flip it and we're going to talk about the difficulties for foreigners like me trying to learn Thai.
Okay, Fraser, what do you think about the hardest part when you learn Thai?
I think a difficulty for a lot of foreigners living in Thailand trying to learn Thai is when they learn a little bit of Thai.
Yeah.
The Thais make them feel really good, like they're an expert, because even if they just say like Sawadee Kap to a Thai person, like, "Oi,พูดภาษาไทยเก่งมาก."
Just a few phrases.
And then they go home like, "Wow, I can speak." She said that I could speak Thai really good. And then they go out and try and speak Thai again, and then they're not understood or they don't understand
Yeah, you mean
what
like
they're saying, and then they lose motivation. They're like, "Oh, I thought I spoke Thai well already. That lady told me I spoke Thai เก่งมาก." And then and then they're getting these and then they're not getting understood, or they're not understanding, and they give up very easily. So I think the hardest thing for foreigners is they start learning a bit, and then Thais react very well to foreigners speaking Thai, and they're very kind and polite and tell them how well they're speaking. And then they get too confident, and then reality hits them, and I think that's one of the main difficulties.
ได้แล้วค่ะ
right. Thank you.
จ้า
ครับผม
So, what do you think the reason is? Why do Thais always so quick to compliment foreigners speaking Thai, even if they only speak like a small thing, like "Khop Kap" or just
สวัสดีครับ
yeah,
สบายดีไหม
and they like to reply, "Oh,
พูดไทยเก่งมากใช่
why do you think Thais like to do that?"
I think we proud of our language, like when we see
So
someone from like outside of Thailand, from other countries speak.
Okay, so
Thai.
you're proud to see like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
foreigner
we
trying
proud.
to
I
learn
think
your local
it
language.
happens not only in Thailand. Sometimes like you go to Japan or go to France, and then people hear like it's a foreigner, but they speak a little bit of their language,
I think
so
something,
they feel good, they
I
feel
think
happy.
that's something you don't get with English. Like
Yeah, because English been spoken
if
everywhere.
you live in England and someone comes to
Yeah.
speak English with you who's a foreigner, you're like, yeah, whatever. but I'm different now when a foreigner's making an effort to speak my language. Even in England, like I understand the difficulty, and I compliment them on how well they're speaking and try to give encouragement, because I know what it's like to learn in another language. But because English is the language of the world now,
Yeah.
I think English people just assume that you should speak English. A lot of English people, so they don't compliment in that way, and they don't feel any pride or proudness for you speaking their language. Unlike when a foreigner starts speaking Thai, Chinese, Japanese, and languages like that, the locals are become like quite excited about it. So yeah, I think that's the main difficulty: making mistakes and giving up too early.
Yeah.
Because of this kind of build up of confidence they get from Thais complimenting them on how well they speak to start with. So that's probably the psychological difficulty with learning
Yeah.
Thai.
And what happens after you started to speak something and then you don't go back to study again? What is the problem? Like when you see Thai people talking a lot with you in Thai, then you don't understand them. How do you feel? Like what did you?
I personally didn't give up speaking Thai, but a lot of foreigners. That's the reason a lot of foreigners do find it hard, and it's a lot of reasons they give up early. Another thing that foreigners find very hard is the tones, the Thai tone. Thai is a tonal language, and there are five different tones.
Right.
Maybe you can give an example of the 5 Thai tones.
Yeah. So in our language, we it's being tonal. So when you speak some word, right, in different tones, the meaning changing. For example, you say like, we have the word ma, right? Ma, this tone, right? Ma, flat tone.
Yeah.
And in English that means to come. So like I come, blah 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 blah. Yeah, say like ma. But then when you say ma, ma.
Rising tone.
Yeah, yes, it's higher tone. Let's say. So from ma you go to ma. That's a dog. And then you go a little bit higher. It's ma. It's a horse.
Yeah.
So you got like you're gonna be messed up with this music language. So you don't get used to it. Once you make a mistake, and then Thai people say, "Oh, this is not the word. It's not the word about this. It's not come. It's not what you said is a dog."
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you feel ashamed, like you, oh, why I said this?
But
Actually, it's
I think-
natural accident.
I think tones, it's not that much of a difficulty, but I think foreigners worry about it too much.
Yeah.
But actually,
true.
English has tones. For
Really?
example, when you ask a question, your voice raises at the end. Like, if for example, what are you doing tonight? Your voice goes up.
Yeah.
And foreigners think of tone as if it's this kind of thing about singing and the
It's more
and the
about
pitch of the
emotion,
voice.
right?
It's more about the feeling and the
Yeah.
intonation of your voice. So it's not as difficult as people make out. So that is one of the main issues though with foreigners speaking Thai. The third one has to be the consonants in Thai. It's the same reason for Thais. For Thais, there's English consonants and vowels that don't exist in Thai. For foreigners, there's Thai consonants and vowels that don't exist in English. For example, the long wu, which exists in English, but only at the end.
Only the ending sound.
In like an ing word.
Ng, yeah.
But in Thai, some words start with the sound.
The
So-
nga, nga.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's difficult for a lot of foreigners. Another one is the difference between the two Thai B sounds. So it's like
B sound.
ba and ba.
And the p and the b.
Yes, because
Right.
because one of them is not. One of them is close to B, and one of them is like in between B and P.
Okay.
And same for the
The ch.
D sound and the like Tao and
Taw tao,
and
okay.
Taw Tahan.
Okay.
It's also Taw Tahan is okay because it's similar to
It
T.
exists in
But
English,
the
but the
Taw
taw
Tao
tao
is like halfway between a D and a T. So I think those kind of consonants are what causes
difficult.
something hard for Thais,
Yeah.
for foreigners to pronounce Thai correctly. But I think the solution is that. Same for the solution as for Thais learning English. Learn the English phonetic alphabet first. The Thai has a great phonetic alphabet. The Thai is almost most words are spelled phonetically with some exceptions. So if you learn the Thai alphabet and when you learn a new word, read the Thai spelling. Because actually Thai writing is not too difficult to learn.
Really?
Foreigners think it's very hard, but because it's a phonetic system, right? You have consonants, you have vowels.
Yeah.
The only difficulty about reading and writing is knowing the tone from reading it.
Knowing the tone from reading it.
Yeah, so you read the word and knowing what tone it is difficult.
It's like you need to recognize the sound
Yeah.
in your head.
But apart from that, reading is not that hard. So I think any foreigner learning Thai should learn to read and write first.
Phonetic, yes.
Same for learning English, learn phonetics first. Yeah, so those are the three main difficulties I think for foreigners learning
And
Thai.
what about your own experience about learning Thai? Like how you get started and what is the solution that you made after you think it's difficult for you?
So I don't think my Thai is too good. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe a little bit above beginner, but I don't think my Thai is that good.
It doesn't matter if you're good or not, but if you just dare to speak it,
Yeah.
if you
So I think that's
you're
another
able to
reason
communicate.
foreigners worry about
That's the
speaking
point.
Thai and making. It's not only Thais that worry about speaking and making mistakes in English. Foreigners worry about speaking and making mistakes too, and it's especially frustrating when you learn a word and then you speak it to a Thai and they don't understand it, and you think that you're pronouncing it correctly and you're saying it correctly, but they don't understand it.
Yeah, there's even the
That's
easy
a
word.
real frustration,
Yeah.
even for a short word.
Let's say, give an example, maybe.
So I think another difficulty is some words that sound the same. For example, what's the word for beautiful in Thai?
Beautiful is สวย
And the word for unlucky?
unlucky is สวย
Okay,
so the unlucky is lower
lower
tone.
tone. And it's also a different spelling. But
Yeah.
but for foreigners, that sounds very similar, and they'll often make the mistake. And,
How do you
and you don't want to call someone unlucky when you're wanting to call them beautiful, right?
Yeah, but it could be a cute mistake as well. When you say to, let's say like the girl you are dating, and you say like, "Kun sui mak." It's kind of a cute way when you say, because they know like you attempt to say this beautiful word, but then you ended up saying different thing, but they still understood. Yeah, I mean like when you say like "Kun sui mak."
Kun sui mak.
Yeah, even it's not the correct tone, but they know what you tend to say.
Yeah.
So I think it's somehow, even you make mistake, but if people try to understand, then they would understand. If they just want to try to like make joke of you, yeah, they're not gonna understand you. Yeah.
Okay, another difficulty in learning Thai is if maybe not for a beginner, but later on you want to use the correct pronouns at the correct time.
Okay.
And on Thai there are different levels of pronouns that you can use, right? Polite pronouns like pom, kun.
Alright.
And then there's the lower pronouns like mung, gu.
Ah, okay.
And then there's even different higher ones for like royalty and different ones. I think the difficulty is sometimes I hear like Thai people will always tell you to say pom and kun, right?
Yeah, but
But
actually
then you listen to the Thai friends speaking with each other all the time. They're like
they don't say
"Mung,
anything.
gu."
Yeah, they don't say like pom or kun or ter. Yeah, they're gonna say like mung gu. Yeah, it's different.
But then you have to be careful because if you say that to like
stranger.
a stranger, it's
That's
very
cause a
impolite.
problem. Yeah.
right?
But the thing is like in English, it's an equal language. So you don't have much of the different polite words, right? You just say like you or me, and then you add the word please, or like would you, or like kind, like can you do something for me?
And then of course all the words for family members. There's a lot more words for family members in Thai, and how
Alright.
to refer to people. And even referring to someone who's not your brother, you still say like nong to someone, even they're not a relative, right?
Yeah,
Or
we
ti.
say brother or sister.
And use it like the difficulty with using the correct pronouns, I think, can be. It takes a while because in order to know how to use the pronouns, you've also got to understand the culture as well as the language.
Yeah, let's put it this way. So when you are in a restaurant, right, in your Western culture, you don't call the waiter or waitress as brother or
Yeah.
sister. Yeah, because
Unless
you
you're
can call your friend.
unless you're a black American.
Oh, really?
maybe.
Okay. But in
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Thai, all the times you're going to the restaurant, even either you're going to the local one or the fancy restaurant or the like luxury places, then you're gonna call anyone who's the waiter nong if you feel like you're younger than you are older than them, sorry. And you're gonna call them P if you feel you're younger than them, even they're not your sibling. Right. So this not happens in the Western country. Right. How you call them? They call you sir, but how you call them? You say hey, hi, please.
You wouldn't even
when you
you
want-
wouldn't even usually say their name. You just say excuse me.
Excuse me, I'll raise your hand
Yeah.
to get attention. Like when it's like a lot of,
Americans like to say miss and sir all the time, but British
To the
British
waiter?
people,
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
miss sir, but English people don't like to say miss and sir. If there's any Americans watching and I'm wrong, but British
Okay.
people don't like to say miss and sir all the time.
Just say excuse me.
Yeah, just
Oh, pardon
excuse
me.
me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't refer to them with any pronoun actually.
Right.
Rati, so just to wrap up today's video, for foreigners starting out and interested in learning Thai, what advice can you offer them?
I think you can just like try to do self-study. You go on YouTube and then you just type learn Thai, and then you're gonna see like hundred of videos that been made, and then you can just check out like what channel or what videos fit to you, and then you start learning from there. And you can just go to try to talk with the local. It's just like from the simple phrases first, and then if you still like, if you get confused or whatever, you can try to learn online, or just like contact directly to the tutor, the private tutor that you like. So for me, I'm also giving a Thai lesson to foreigners. Yeah, so if you want to learn, you can just see the link down below and then contact me from my Facebook.
Yeah, sure. So Rati's been teaching Thai for quite a long time now.
Yeah.
Teaches Thai to foreigners here in Bangkok, and also recently started teaching online as well, over Skype or Zoom applications,
Yeah, I
or
teach
something like that.
bilingual. I teach both languages.
Cool. And also you teach English to Thai as well. So if you're interested in learning, then do check out the links. Follow Rati on Facebook and Instagram as well, right?
Yeah.
And Instagram as well.
In
Cool.
my Instagram, yeah, would be
Okay.
appreciated.
And give him a contact. So yeah, just finished with advice that I'd give is similar to what you said. YouTube, the internet is a great resource and it's free. On top of that is speak from day one. So if you're in Thailand, awesome, you can speak to people all day long. You can go into the supermarket, going to the market buying vegetables, whatever. Speak from day one and keep practicing and making mistakes. Second, learn to read and write as early in the process of learning Thai as possible, because it will really help with your pronunciation. And the third piece of advice I would offer is if you're not living in Thailand and you're living abroad, find a Thai tutor online, such as Rati. And if you can't find a Thai teacher online, you can even find a Thai person who wants to learn English and do a language exchange online as well. So
Yeah, there are many apps.
the main thing is to
Okay.
create a Thai environment around yourself. So if you're not in Thailand, that means watching Thai TV, Thai videos,
YouTube channel,
even listening
yeah.
to Thai music. Subscribe to a lot of Thai YouTube channels and learn that way. Yeah. So that's it to wrap up today's video. Remember to check
Okay.
out the links below if you want to learn Thai with Rati in Bangkok or online. And we're gonna go to a craft beer bar tonight, and we'll be filming with the brewery there about craft beer in Thailand. So tune in for the next video too. And until then,
Be excited.
be excited. Yeah.
Okay.
So what they are.